Did you just close the ground on your way out? No, that's not how leaving works, come on. In Italy, doors are more of a suggestion. How long have you been grinding at the company? 4 years and counting. If you're leaving, listen, Jason Bourne's a terrifying shooter, extremely dangerous. Last week, Bourne nearly caused chaos. 2 men, 2 cops dead, and he was set to reappear. He just wanted to track down the puppet masters, but instead got hilariously tangled in another wild fiasco. As soon as he heard Randy was headed to Berlin, he was off like a week ago. A Russian informant was to trade with him, but an accident occurred before it started. A mysterious killer was lurking around, setting the stage for an explosive surprise party. Too bad it wasn't a fun one. As soon as the CIA agents met the informant, boom, the power went out with a bang. The killer popped up like a delivery guy, swiftly taking care of 2 folks and figuring out the best way to snag all the goodies. Moments later, the pilfered intel and dollar treats were delivered to a Russian oil tycoon who treated the killer like it was a year-end bonus. And then, boom, next mission, Bourne's the target. To evade CIA surveillance, Bourne and Mary lived leisurely in an Indian town for 2 years. Though his memory glitches like an old drive, fragments keep him sleepless at night. Besides jotting down bizarre dreams, he was running wild on the beach. Hey, it's a way to relax. One day, freshly back from a jog, he spotted a beefy stranger. Tension level 100. This guy looked a lot like a raccoon in a dark alley, keeping a keen eye on everything around him. And you'd like that showing up in a quiet Indian town? Too bizarre. Bourne's agent instinct screamed trouble. Bourne zoomed over to find Mary, who was happily eating, while the lurking killer on the beach had set his sights on them. The killer revved up his car and chased after them, but Bourne drifted into a narrow alley like he was in an action movie thrilling. They switched seats. Mary drove as Bourne drew his gun to fight back. As Bourne's car sped off, the killer pulled out his sniper rifle, prepping for his big moment. He traversed the field path, located the optimal aiming spot, and began to prepare. Then bam! A bullet hit Mary. The car spiraled out of control, and Bourne was doing his best to save the day. Unfortunately, Mary was shot and unresponsive, but the killer didn't know Bourne was playing him. The killer, thinking the job done, left happily, while Bourne fumed, burning Mary's papers. The flames of revenge were sizzling inside Bourne, and the CIA found some fingerprints at the blast scene. By matching fingerprints, Blondie stumbled upon a connection to a super-secret project. With Director Mahler's authorization, Blondie discovered that fingerprint belonged to Jason Bourne. Oh no? More findings surfaced, revealing that the mastermind behind the project was all White. Even though Blondie had shown the investigative authorization, White was one tough nut to crack. Blondie, having found nothing at all, had to come up with an excuse to report to the director, and emotions were becoming increasingly tense. 7 years ago, a cool $20 million went poof because of traitorous rats in the CIA. Ironically, that happened the day before Blondie was supposed to meet to talk about timing. And poof, they lost everything awkward. Until a month ago, they found a Russian informant who could shed light on the situation, only to have the deal interrupted by a killer. His fingerprints revealed this good buddy was none other than former CIA operative Bourne. His direct supervisor, Al Ray, had also taken a permanent nap 2 years back. Mismanaged documents were aired, and a mysterious $760 vanished suspicious. The fate of those $20 million and the project looked messy. White went white in an instant. He blasted Blondie for trying to pivot the investigation towards their project. Just then, White's assistant reported, Bourne's back. Blondie ordered his team to contact the consulate right away because Bourne sensed something was fish. He quietly awaited the CIA call, feeling like he was playing a game of Cold War. Bourne's appearance led to an all-out brawl between Blondie and White, and the director dispatched them to Berlin for capturing. As soon as they landed, they called back the gorgeous agent responsible for tracking Bourne. Perfect timing. Using his fragmented memory, Bourne found another operative in the twilight, like playing hide and seek. He wanted to inquire about Ray's status, but was told he had already retired permanently. The news about Ray's demise explained why the project was now history. Just as Bourne figured the guy wasn't lying and was about to leave, he caught on that help was on the way. The phone rang a little, and while Bourne got distracted, Mannheim unexpectedly struck, and the fight became evenly matched.